Sound design in anime. Wait, before the video starts, and I know, I'm sorry, just give me a minute to explain. So I ended up giving up, but I wanted to at least get this out because I actually have been wanting to work on it over the past few months. I've just been kind of hitting it in spurts, so I'll do like a quarter of the video at a time every like week or two, but now it's finished, so good. Also, I just wanted to let you know that I did ramble a lot in this video because I was trying to, for some reason, make it over 10 minutes long, and I think this is just because everyone on YouTube says, oh, you need a 10-minute long video to be able to do anything, but yeah, you don't. And this was from, I think, back in April. Yeah, I started working on it very soon after I released the first video. So some references, such as the 7 Deadly Sins reference, might not make sense because I say it's the recent episode, even though I think the season's over right now. But yeah, I'll let you get back to the video and hopefully you enjoy, or don't. It's your choice. Sound design in anime. It can be amazing, and it can be god-awful horrible. But one thing is for sure, it has some of the best sounds known to man. Anime differs from manga in many ways, including animation, because, well, manga doesn't move, color that adds body and fullness to the characters, stories, which sometimes get absolutely fucked by the studio, Tokyo Ghoul, and last but certainly not least, we have audio. And I'm not talking about the voice actors and their sexy smooth voice, but rather the sound of the anime itself. The sounds of footsteps in the rain and heavy punches hitting their targets while the most unnecessarily epic backing track in history plays. But aside from that, I'm always surprised at just how many people kind of glance over the amazing and beautiful sound design in anime. It's always kind of looked over and never really focused on, even though it's a huge part of anime and the stories it tells. Think of your favorite scene in an anime. Whether it's action or a slice of life or an unnecessarily depressing movie, I just wanted a cute romance movie, man. Imagine what it would be like without any sound design or music in it, or if the music and sound effects were just super shitty. If you can imagine that, then you can start to realize the importance of sound design and music in anime. If you were to compare the importance of audio quality to the importance of video quality in anime, or really any piece of media, then a lot of the time you would see it expressed as a 70-30 ratio of sound quality to video quality. I know you probably hate me for using numbers, but you need to practice math. We all know you're failing. Anyway, this shows that 70% of an anime's quality and enjoyability comes from audio. You can start to see this kind of stuff in things like horror movies and horror video games. The music and sounds will set the tone and build the atmosphere so that they can make you shit your pants whenever they want. Or in anime, music and sound design will make fight scenes that much better. Imagine You Say Run didn't exist in My Hero Academia. Nothing would be as epic in the show anymore. In intense moments where characters are staring each other down and it's supposed to be this palpable intensity, it wouldn't exist. There would be nothing to fill the silence. It would just be awkward staring contests. These sounds and music tracks immerse you into an anime and make you feel as though you could actually be there on the sidelines. If you are an anime fan, you cannot tell me that you haven't watched an anime for hours on end thinking it's only been like 20 minutes. This is what these sound effects and music tracks are capable of. They form a kind of dance and harmonize with the visuals to make you feel so enthralled in it that you can't seem to pry your eyes away. This just goes to show that sound design isn't only affecting the sound of an anime, but the visuals as well and the experience as a whole. If you've watched an anime and you're loving it, but it just sounds weird, it completely throws you off. Examples are when a character's voice is overly sexual in a completely normal scene, or the recent episodes of 7 Deadly Sins. I was thoroughly enjoying it until I heard footsteps that sounded like a sped up clip of a walking duck. It was all completely ruined just because the footsteps were bad. Sound design can both be a blessing or a curse depending on who makes it and how they make it. But in the end, someone has to make those sounds. Try to name one sound designer for anime right now without looking it up. If you aren't a huge nerd, you shouldn't be able to say one, right? But you could probably name an anime studio right now. Places like MAPPA, Bones, Ghibli, A1, Kyoto Animations, and more. Now, I'm not trying to compare an entire studio with one person, but they do so much work and get almost no recognition for it, even though it's so important to anime. Now that we've established that, I'd like to introduce you to someone. Yasumasa Koyama. Now, I am probably butchering that name, but don't mind that. He is legendary in the field of sound design in anime. Given he's not the only person who does sound design in anime, but he is a perfect example of what one man and sound design can completely change an entire anime and the scenes within them. If you like a specific sound in an anime or the sound of an anime in general, then there is a surprisingly high likelihood that he was the one who made it. You might be sitting there thinking, but Anime Attack, he couldn't have made all the sounds in every anime, and I obviously know that, but he has made so much and made so many amazing sounds that if you told someone his works, they would almost instantly be able to recognize one of them. This man made the legendary sound that accompanied the Crimson Moon scene from Fire Force. The bassiest sound in all of anime. He also made The World Time Stop from JoJo. And made all the sounds in Slime Isekai. And if you don't really know why that's important, just basically watch Season 2, Episode 10. Him creating these sounds just goes to show that one person can change the feel of so many anime. What if Crimson Moon had no sound effects, or really shitty ones? So here I wanted to make my own sound effects for the Crimson Moon, but I had absolutely fucking no idea how to do that. So I'm gonna, for the next like couple seconds, act like I did, cause that was in the script, but I'm obviously not doing that. Okay, bye. Those scenes are forever engraved in the minds of anime fans because of this man's artistic talent and magical sounds. Although no one who makes anime would let the sound be that shitty, so it's not like he's a godsend because no one else would make sounds, he still shows us how badass and amazing anime scenes can be with the proper sound design. And not to say that bad sound design doesn't exist in anime. I mean, just look at the newest episodes of 7 Deadly Sins again. Like, what is that? Things like that or background music have the power to completely change the standing of an anime. Most anime soundtracks are pretty good since they're made independently by actual artists instead of specifically by the anime team or studio. But one thing that just breaks my heart when I watch a good anime is when it has a bad opening theme song. But other than that, sometimes when you watch an anime, the background music can be completely wrong, like rock music during a ballet recital, and ruin the scene. But in the end, sound design has both the power to make anime godly and the power to completely kill it off and take you out of the immersion completely. The people behind the sound design in many anime are truly geniuses and masters of their craft. They bring a show to life and let us sit back and enjoy the visuals while the sound of their work carries the visuals to new heights. We should appreciate their work and realize the importance of sound design in anime. But that's just the opinion of one of the millions of weebs on the internet, so you can take it to heart and Google over a Japanese man who makes bass boosted bangs for a living, or you can just forget about it and move on with your day. Either way, I do hope you enjoyed, and if you did, it would be awesome if you left a like, and if you didn't, then you can dislike and leave me hate comments, but now I can't control you. I hope to see you in the next episode of Anime Attack.